Hello, welcome to Lava's Light. Today I am going to do a first quarter moon reading. It's going to be a pick a sphere reading. You just need to pick the sphere that you resonate with. We have 4 here. We've got the Amazonite, we have a Campbell jasper, we have an orange selenite, and we have an apatite. So here is the Amazonite. Amazonite is a throat heart chakra. Here is the Campbell jasper, usually associated with root or heart chakra. We have an orange selenite, which is associated with third eye, but also very grounding, and because of the orange can be sacral as well. And last, we have apatite, which by the color I'm sure you can associate with the third eye, but it has more to do with creativity. In any case, you can pause here if you'd like to pick a stone. There'll be timestamps below, and whichever one you resonate with. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Amazonite, Campbell jasper, orange selenite, or apatite. I'll see you at whichever one you select. Welcome Group 1 for the Amazonite sphere. Amazonite has to do with your heart, throat chakra. It tends to be a soothing stone. I love this one because it almost looks, well, to me it looks sort of like frosting, blue frosting, but frosting. But it helps with healing past traumas. Let's see, sorry, I like to hold it. Luck, success, oh, that's right, gambler's stone. Don't know why, but I guess it has to do with the luck. But it's odd because it's a gambler's stone, but it fights fatigue and it helps healing past trauma. And I find it has to do with the throat or heart chakra and gambling. In any case, if you resonated with this stone, this is a reading for your first quarter. I'm going to pick 2 oracle cards. Just give an overall feeling for this. Some of these decks are harder. I have small hands. I'm very envious of large-hand people, because tarot decks are usually quite large. Okay. And what do we have? We have the blue flame. Let's see here. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Wow, okay, well that's good. Because, I mean, we've got blue flame, Amazonite's also blue, activation. We've got the first quarter moon, which usually it's a time of whatever you've started on this moon cycle that you probably begin to hit obstacles. And it's time to start pushing forward. So getting blue flame to help push through and integrate is really a good idea. Let's see, what's our light being helper? Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focused on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. It is so hard to speak your truth when you feel you'll be persecuted for it. So, let's see what that, so for this coming reading for the Amazonite here. And remember, first quarter moon is when you need to start working on the vision. You set your plan. You are now putting all your plans into motion to complete it by the full moon. That's where we are right now. That's the first quarter moon reading or time. If you do your projects based on the moon cycles. And for you Amazonite people, spontaneous awakening and speak your truth. And I don't know if you know the history of Joan of Arc. Not having fear of speaking your truth, it didn't end well for her, for speaking her truth. But for a while, things worked. So let's get some cards, shall we? Let's see how Amazonite people, or Group 1, is doing on your projects for this first quarter moon. I'm going to pull several cards. And I've done a full shuffle before I started this reading, because, as I've said, let's see what we've got here. We've got Lovers, we've got Two of Wands, High Priestess, Seven of Wands. Alrighty. That's looking good. So Lovers can be integrating with someone or integrating yourself. But you have to make a choice, which that can be difficult. Really leaning into your intuition will help you make that decision. And what's holding you back? Listening to others, apparently. But let's get some more clarification. The World. Pentacles. Three of Wands. Nice. Okay. So right now you've got the World, and so I go back to it's more integrating within yourself, not necessarily pairing up. So right now it's more about getting all of you together, maybe getting yourself organized. And I know I said I shuffled these all, and I did, but I just wanted to prove that I could shuffle. Oh, sorry. The whole deck's upside down. Temperance. Look at all these majors. Ooh. Okay. One last deck. One last shuffle. To prove I can shuffle. Okay, then we'll pull the Wands, the Moon. There are so many majors in this reading. Okay. So look at that, where you are now. All these majors. So this is not something that's just for now. This is going to be carrying through those of you who are in Group 1. And like you've got the Temperance is about balance. Lovers is also about balance, about integrating all parts of yourself. And the World means bringing yourself into one even whole. And being the Fool, So I'm liking this. It's like you've been working hard, getting yourself ready for whatever it is you are trying to put into motion. And you've been working hard on you to bring you into balance, cohesive, and to believe that you have everything you need and go out into the world and accomplish your goals. Now this is your obstacle. This is what's in the way. We've got Queen of Pentacles, Judgment, Ten of Swords. So we've got the Two of Wands. So this is, Judgment. You make plans, but never actually do anything. Which the Queen of Pentacles not has everything, but also I kind of see the Queen of Pentacles as not going out. Things come. And being judgmental, maybe a little dramatic, which goes against drama, judgy drama, and looking out at other people instead of at yourself. So your obstacle here, if trying to be a whole person, is being kind of judgy for others instead of, I don't know, I'm getting the feeling that it's, you are judging others. You're not judging yourself. This is external. You're wanting to be dramatic. It's all about you, which, yes, I know, it is all about you. What's going to help you overcome your obstacles? You've got your Three of Wands, your Knight of Pentacles, your Queen of Wands. So your High Priestess, what's going to help is your intuition. Your intuition will tell you when you're out of line. Three of Wands is seeing your plans, actually putting your plans into motion. Knight of Pentacles, steady. Keep working, keep moving forward. And your Queen of Wands is keeping your inner passion alive, if you will. Maybe talking back to the part of you that wants to externalize. Okay, and over here, what's going to hold you back? Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, Justice, and the Moon. So if you're seeking accolades, then that kind of ties into here, being judgy, because you want to put yourself on top instead of just being in your strength. You want to prove it or feel that you deserve it. That's justice. It's my right. I've earned it. It's what you should get. But the Moon card, I love the Moon card, but the Moon card can be what's the word I'm looking for? A double-edged sword. Meaning that if you get distracted by the shiny and you lose your path instead of what the moon is illuminating, which is where you need to be going forward. So what I'm saying is you actually have, right now, you have it all together. And you rely on your intuition because you have finally gotten yourself whole, focused, balanced, confident. So you've got your plans, you're ready to put in motion, you have the work ethic to do it, and the passion. You've got everything you have to overcome. But your obstacle and what can hold you back is comparing yourself to those outside of you. I just think of like reality TV. Doing stuff you wouldn't normally do because there's an audience instead of just doing what you need to do. Or complaining about others instead of just focusing on what you need to do. Just focus on what you need to do. And here also with the Six of Wands, what's going to hold you back is the wanting to have the attention, to think you deserve the attention and get distracted by the need for the attention instead of what it is you. If you do what you're supposed to be doing here, the attention will come if it's supposed to. But doing something just for the accolades, though it will happen, but it may not be very long lasting and not as enjoyable as you would think. It's very transitory, because remember, this is a parade. Once the parade's over, everybody goes home and no one talks to you. They see what's new. You will be forgotten. So for this quarter moon, for those of you who picked the Amazonite, it's the time for you to put your plans into motion. Currently, you've got yourself ready, and you have what you need to get it done. What you need to be wary of is, and you could be bad talking yourself here as well. So either bad talking others or yourself to knock apart what you've got here. You need to focus on your inner messages and stay true to what it is you want to accomplish. You've made the plans and it'll work out. If you find that you are not doing your plan because you want to get recognition or because it's not dramatic enough, and so you're slowing down because you're trying to get some sort of recognition, check in. See what your guides say. You could be completely off track because of that. So stay true to you. Stay true to what you yourself inside feel like. And I would, if you start feeling that you're starting making judgments about yourself or others, take that for this particular cycle, this first moon cycle, that you need to readjust and get back on course. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep repeating myself at this point because, okay, and this brings it back, Joan of Arc, speak your truth, stay what is with you, and the blue flame, you've got the awakening, so you need to stay with what you're trying to bring out into the world and not worry about what's going on outside. Stay true to yourself. All right, I think I've said that about 50 million times. Group 1, thank you for being with me. All information about the cards will be down below. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Welcome, Group 2, those who chose the Kamala Jasper. Kamala Jasper, I really do love, I just like holding this one. I just love all the little Dalmatian type spots all over it. But the Kamala Jasper has to do with your root and heart chakra. It helps clean up negativity. It's good for grounding. What else? Fertility. Those who picked this, now fertility, though it can mean physical fertility, but creative fertility, mental fertility, those who are trying to bring forth new things into the world. Peace, tranquility. It helps remove blockages that you may have with the heart or root chakras. And it's just plain fun to look at. So there you go. For those of Group 2 who chose the Kamala Jasper, that's your sphere. So we're going to do the first quarter moon, which is in the cycle of the moon. It's the point where you've been working on your plans, and now it's time to put them into motion. It's the first start, the first push, and usually also the time when you get the first pushbacks, if there's going to be any, because sometimes there's not. But if the pushbacks are so the universe making sure you really want to do this, because if you stop right at the first negative thing that happens because it's hard, then you probably won't finish your task that you had wanted to do for this particular cycle. I'm going to pull both oracle cards before I turn them over. Just want to give a shuffle after the last reading. Knock the energy out and get Kamala Jasper energy in. I guess that was a bad shuffle. For the first quarter moon reading, There we go. Who's our keeper of the light? Okay. So this is the Starseed Oracle. Jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Very good for those putting plans into action, right? And faith, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Also very good for the start of an endeavor. Have faith and just jump in. Just get in there and do it. So this first deck, I cannot shuffle very well. They're just too big. My hands are small here, I'll show you. I can barely hold on to them. That's why I don't shuffle them that way. I can shuffle other decks, but not this deck. And I love this deck. This is a Lightseer's deck, but it needs to be like a ½ inch shorter. It's a deck made for people with long fingers and larger hands. I find it's somewhat shuffled when I do that. Okay, let's see what the top. Oh, deck's upside down. Move that up a little bit. Let's see. Got your 4 of Wands, Ace of Cups. It's not working for you. 7 of Swords. Oh, okay. So currently it looks like in your project you're kind of wanting to have fun. You're wanting to celebrate. You're wanting to move on. You know, it's summertime. Do you really want to work on a project or do you want to have fun? And it looks like your Ace of Cups in your obstacle position. We'll get some more clarification, but emotional, summer love. Oh yeah, if you just want to party this summer, and summer love comes in. But you got 7 of Swords, which is, you know, I love 7 of Swords. You're taking away stuff from your enemy, from that what you're working for, not working for. But you don't take everything. You just take what you can carry, what you need. The King of Pentacles is what's holding you back. So that kind of goes together. But let's see, we've got 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Oh, Ace of Cups and 8 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Hierophant. Interesting. Interesting. As to what's working against you. So yes, I'm shuffling one because also to prove I can shuffle. It's just that one deck. Well, no, there's several decks. That one's one of the worst. And again, the whole deck's upside down. 2 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, King of Cups. Wow, you got King of Pentacles and King of Cups. And this is like what's working against you. You too. You may need the root and heart chakra and the grounding at this point in trying to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to get done this moon cycle. But right now you're supposed to be getting your plans going, and it doesn't look like you're focused too well. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Group 2, what are you doing? Like the jump in is just so currently where you're at. You've got this leisurely, you know, I want to play, opulence, not wanting to let go of what you've got in order to go forward. And that could be due to heartbreak, because you have to pick between two things that you really want, but you can't get them both done. So instead you do neither. So that's where you're at right now. And your obstacle, you've got Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Devil. Wow. So I know earlier I was saying, you know, okay, summer, could be a summer love, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, but, you know, Ace of Cups, new love. But the obstacle is, you've got a new love, but are you still in some type of situation that you want to walk away from? Some contentious, because the Devil here, right? Is the new love an actual love, or is it just a temptation in order to leave fighting and bickering behind? By the way, I don't do love readings. I just read what the cards say. What's going to help you is, well, here it's like, you've got Two of Cups, which is a coming together, but I don't know which of these is coming together. But also the Eight of Swords, that's like cutting yourself off, or you're enclosed, but it's usually, you could leave this area. Maybe it's like, you know, this is a temptation, and so you need to do something that keeps you shut off, keeps you from being able to cheat. I'm just going to say it, cheat. Also, you've got your Prince of Pentacles, which is perseverance, tried and true, always keeps working. But, and then what's holding you back? So here, you've got the King of Pentacles, the money, the emotion. You've got society and respectability, if you will. And then worries and fears about what you really want. Maybe there is a new love. But the new love is not acceptable by your current group. Could be as simple as a Romeo Juliet type thing, or it could be you are expanding the people that you associate with on a romantic level. In either case, you've got a new love. You really want to walk away because the current relationships you're in, they're not providing joy. You want to walk away. You want to walk away from the fighting. But part of you thinks it's just a temptation. And you're afraid, of society not accepting what it is that you want. What's working for you is, well, Seven of Swords is also kind of stealthy, right? You can go and disarm the people who would not want you to get what you want, or wouldn't agree with your choice, because in the end it's your choice. And it seems that whatever, still seems like a union between people. They want to be with you, but you're keeping yourself separate. But you're very good at, what's that word I want? Compartmentalizing. You can compartmentalize so you can just keep on the way you've always kept on. What I'm seeing down here in this bottom row is you've got your Devil, just plod on, your fears, and heartbreak. So if you just continue on the way you always have and not try to do something new, if you don't want this, I think you need to actually walk away. You need to walk away from the bickering. You need to go for joy. You have joy. You have a new love. You need to walk away from the bickering. Go towards what it is you want. You have an ability to disarm people. That could be emotionally, intellectually, I don't know about physically even, but people who would not, that you are afraid, that wouldn't agree with your choice, you probably could disarm them from whatever reasons. And it could be that the current relationship is comfortable and it's respectable, and it's hard to break from that because there's this comfort, right? You've got this comfort, you've come, because you've got your Nine of Pentacles, that's your Queen, right? Well, it's not the Queen, but it's the Nine of Pentacles enjoying her garden that the King of Pentacles, her and the King of Pentacles have provided, but she will have to leave that behind for a much maybe less opulent life. So, group 2. This is going to be a tough cycle for you. But your oracle cards say jump in and have faith. So I'm going to go from that when I read this, that you are a happy person. You don't like heartbreak. You know what happens, but you're a happy person. And you need to just jump in and enjoy life. Be wary, be smart. But if someone's going to pull you down or hold you back, you may want to think a few times to see whose benefit that they want to do that. Is it for your benefit or for theirs? Granted, this is a general reading, so it's hard to say anything specific, because right now I can think of like 20 different situations that this can apply to. Yeah. Group 2. If you picked the Kampala Jasper, be true to yourself. Think about what's best for you. And have faith in yourself. Jump into life. Life is worth it. So good luck, group 2. There's always the other side. You just got to get through it. Sitting still means you just stay in one place. You don't want to do that. All right. Thank you, group 2. I'll see you in the next moon cycle. Welcome, group 3. Those who chose the orange selenite. So, orange selenite is related to or helps the third eye chakra. It cleanses and clears. It works just like regular selenite, except that it has hematite in it, which gives it that orange hue, and that hematite is what gives it. Actually, it's well, this is heavier, but this is just regular selenite. The weight difference, if I had a sphere of just selenite, it wouldn't be this heavy, but it has a grounding effect, much more grounding than a regular selenite. And also because of the orange, it also can help with the sacral chakra. What was something else about? Oh yes, the spine. I don't know, maybe throw it at your spine? Supposedly it helps to align your spine. I can't figure out how, but I mean, I can use it, but balance, maybe that's why, because it's associated with helping with balance, which would be with the clearing and the cleansing and the purifying. You never have to clear selenite. It is so cleansing that it can't be dirtied, but it also will clear other stones and things around it. And I highly suggest, if you feel like your atmosphere at home, get yourself an orange selenite and just set it around. In any case, that's orange selenite. And this is your first quarter moon reading, which if you do things by the cycles, first quarter, you should be beginning to put your plans into motion for this cycle. The plans you started back at the new moon, and we're starting to put together plans at the next phase. We're now at the first quarter where we want to implement your plan. So we're going to pull 2 oracle cards that will give some insight into the overall reading for those who've picked the orange selenite. Well, the whole deck's upside down. New Earth. A new Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So that's interesting. Considering this is when you should be putting your plans into motion. It's happening, keep holding the vision. So whatever plans you're planning on, keep on going, right? It's saying that your plan, you've got to keep moving, right? If you don't take any action, your dreams stay dreams because you're not doing anything. And who's our light? Ooh, Mary Magdalene. Magdalene? Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. It's happening. Keep holding the vision and be the teacher. I'm not sure what it is that you are putting into action this first quarter, but if it has something to do with teaching or something that can be taught to others, this reading is for you. So this first row is sorry, I love this deck. I'm horrible at shuffling it. It's just too big. But this first row we have here is your self-perception. What we have here, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups, and the Hermit. Interesting. So see yourself as dependable, slow but sturdy. You're willing to do the heavy work. You do have a lot of dreams. Maybe more than you're a dreamer. Dreamer and a loner. You think that you're a dreamer. And someone who can shine the light on others. Well, that would be with like the teacher. Hermits sometimes are those shining the light for others to see. So now we've got your obstacles though. We've got Ace of Cups. Do that. Page of Swords, 8 of Swords, Page of Cups, your Page of Pages, those who want to instigate. So what's working against you seems to be emotions, distractions, wanting to go out and try new things, or keep yourself from trying new things. I mean, you have all these dreams, but your 8 of Swords is saying, no, don't look. You can't, with the Hermit, it's like, oh, the fish. Love that fish. Okay. And what's going to help you? The World. 7 of Swords again. Sorry. I just pulled the 7 of Swords for the last group. Not sure how I want these cards to be arranged, but I'm moving them around. Okay, what can help you overcome the World? New endeavors. Enjoying what you have. knowing what to take and what to leave behind. Oh, maybe I'll do this. Yeah, kind of like that, isn't it? It's a new spread that I haven't done before, so I haven't figured out how I want it to look. How many cards I want it to have, but I'm not sure how I want the particular columns. And of course, you know, you've got to have the columns fit into the camera. Well, not into the camera. The lens width. And what is holding you back? Temperance. Eight of Swords again. Eight of Cups. 10 of Cups. Okay. So you think you're a hard worker with dreams and can do it alone. The obstacles are, well, Ace of Cups is you get distracted. Maybe you want to do it alone because you get distracted too easily to do other things, either new relationships, new ideas, or the fact that you don't think you should have any of that. Instead of going out and grabbing what you want, you think you shouldn't have it. So the world, which means, you know, you've got everything. How's it going to help you overcome? You need to believe you've got everything you need. You have the physical, you have the emotional, you have the intellect. You have what you need to get what you want. You think you're a hard worker and you're willing to do the hard work, but you know the world is like, maybe you don't need to work so hard. You do need to do some work, but you need to take time to enjoy what you've done. And here, because what will help you overcome, I'm not sure if it's picking and choosing what you take from others, but considering an obstacle is the Eight of Swords, if you take 5 of those swords out of the way, that's going to release you to actually accomplish what you want to do. You may have too many strictures on yourself. And what is holding you back? Temperance. Making sure that you don't, and here's the Eight of Swords again. So it's holding you back. See, here we go, holding you back. You're holding yourself back. That's your obstacle. It's like, walking away, and yet you have the 10 of Cups as well. It's sort of like, well, you know, that leads back to here. How you see, you've got all these dreams. You want to be a singular, a hermit, not a hermit, but you want to be a singular being. So you want to walk away, but in reality, you also want the family. You want all the emotionals. You want all the feels. So you've got this indecision. You've got Temperance, which here, and this is very interesting on this card, because the Temperance looks like two sides of the same coin, which that can be it. But you can't both walk away from emotions and have all the emotions. There's a lot of cups here. Cups and swords. Because you got your Page of Cups and you've got your Nine of Cups. You got 8, 9, 10. Oh, you got the Ace too. So it's your obstacle is your emotions. New emotions. New playthings, new emotions. It's an obstacle. I think your emotions war with your intellect, and what's holding you back is you don't have a balance. You believe all work and no play, and you need to have some play. You need to have some relaxation. You need to take out some of those swords. These swords that you have put around you and that you can use, you need to remove some of them. Group 3, you are your own worst enemy. So the teacher awakens. Who are you going to teach? Is it just you? You've got the new earth, and the teacher awakens. But if you want to be the teacher, if you want to be the hermit, if you want to light the way, you need to really think how you would want to be taught. And are you teaching that way? Because, yeah, hard work is needed. So it seems like your war is within yourself. Because you want to do the hard work, but you have all these dreams. But you have no time for the dreams because you're too busy just working, thinking you're working harder, not smarter. You must work and you find new things to work at. And so since you're constantly finding new things to work at, then you never accomplish because you're too busy working. It could be a fear of just completion, because once you complete it, then you'd have to find a new project or something else. You have the ability to do this, but yeah, because the 10 is also completion, right? So fear of coming to the end. You are enamored, and the 10 of Wands is also, you'd like the hard work to end, but you're not. You're willing to put it in, but you feel once you put the hard work in, stop putting the hard work in, the end of the relationship, the end of the feels, whatever is making you happy will also end. That's what this is telling me. So, those with group 3 in the orange selenite. I don't know what your plans are that you tried to put into motion, but you need to ease up on yourself a bit. You need to work smarter, not harder. You need to figure out what you need to cut from all the stuff you're doing so that you can enjoy the stuff that you're actually making. You need a temperance. You need to find some balance between work and play. Because right now it's all work and no play. And you've got it where it's like all or nothing. You're just going to walk away from it all. But you can't. That's not fun. So, group 3. Be a teacher to the world that life is play, it is learning, it is work, it is all of the above. It's not any one thing. So show the world that you can work and play at the same time. I look forward to hearing what projects you're working on, what you want to accomplish, and how the orange selenite reflects where you're going, because you've got the work ethic. But I think you just are afraid if you let yourself enjoy, you'll stop working so hard. It's not an all or nothing thing. Well, maybe for some of you it is, but it really shouldn't be. You should be able to enjoy life. So I will see you at the next phase. Until then, have a great moon cycle. Welcome group 4, those who chose the apatite. Apatite, I love the color of this stone. So apatite, let's see, it enhances creativity. Sorry, my phone was distracting me. So sorry. Creativity and learning, clarity for concentration, and what was it? Oh, unconditional love. Yes. Unconditional love, and it enhances intellect. Not enhances. I think it enhances learning. I really should write this down. I would just read them. So, the apatite, because of the color, you probably could be related to the third eye, pineal gland. But if you're group 4, this is your first quarter moon reading. And if you do things by the phases, this is the phase where you might have doubts that'll sabotage your plans. You should be starting your plans, putting them into motion, and you should be feeling the first pushbacks to anything that might keep you from accomplishing your plans. We will pull 2 oracle cards. Fall into my arms. This is the not the Lightseers. Starseed. It's the Keepers of the Light. Fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites. Extremes of life. Well, that's interesting. It's a very pretty card. So appetite with your unconditional love and holding opposites, and for this particular phase of the moon where you start finding ways that you're maybe self-sabotaging or somebody else may be sabotaging your plan. Surrender. So maybe some things need to change, or maybe they're not exactly what you thought, or maybe you're finding ways or reasons not to put them into motion. Well, let's see. They're Keepers of the Light. Oh, my favorite. What were we just talking about? Kali Ma. Facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Surrender. Major spiritual changes. So Kali Ma, I love her. So facing your fear, she gets rid of all that's not needed, so that's needed and will work for you can come through. So if you're sabotaging for fear of failure or fear of just completion, you need to face it. This is your chance to shine. Okay, so you can watch me try to shuffle this deck. Lightseer's deck. I think this has the Light Starseed. It's the Keepers of the Light. Love this deck. It's a ½ inch too long. Sometimes I just pick random cards because if I really fail it. Okay, well, we'll take that one. Oh, we'll take those two. Ace of Wands and King of Swords. So your perception of yourself is you are a flame, you are a master, master of your mind. You know your own mind. You have an intellect and you're willing to use it. Let's see what else comes out here. 4 of Wands. Oh, and the Tower. Huh, interesting. So you see yourself maybe as a little bit of a chaos maven. You mess with foundations just to see how secure they are. That's where a person that knows their own mind. The Tower is just indicator of things that are of no longer use or aren't stable in the first place. So don't be afraid of the Tower card. But in this as a self-perception, you may see yourself as the bringer of change, upheaval. You're a maverick. Which, okay. How does that play into what you want to accomplish this cycle? So what is your obstacle? Ooh, 3 of Swords. Ooh. Huh. So your obstacle, what's working against your self-perception here? Heartbreak. The Moon, 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups. So the ending of a relationship. So obstacle, an ending of some relationship that caused you heartbreak. Now a relationship doesn't necessarily mean a love relationship. It could be any type of business relationship, parental relationship, friend relationship, but however, it didn't end well. And you may be being distracted by this and not following the path. You're seeing everything else. Though the relationship may have been romantic, because 4 of Wands, tends, especially you've got 4 of Wands here, 4 of Wands here, but it's sort of like, especially here with the bunnies, the family, and so here they're just like celebrating. But this 4 of Wands seems to be like, the family on the farm, and you might have been cut off from that. And that's your obstacle for you being your maverick. You can't think beyond how you were hurt. Okay, let's see. What's going to help you this cycle to overcome your obstacles? And Hermit. Okay. Page of Pentacles. 3 of Swords again. And the 10 of Wands. Alright, so I'm going to keep pulling cards, but you've got 3 of Swords again that both will help you overcome and is an obstacle. I said 10 of Wands, didn't I? That's the 2 of Wands. I had one letter the same. 3 letters, both begin with T. It's a mistake anyone can make. So, you've got one last group of cards. What is holding you back? Ace of Wands. Wow. How you perceive yourself, but it's also holding you back. Interesting. 9 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Princess of Cups. Okay, so this is in, first quarter moon, facing your fears. You see yourself as this, so maybe what's holding you back is you don't really believe you're this free spirit. Because here he's got this free spirit, know your own mind, you like to party, you like to be a maverick and mess with the system and mess with foundations and, things that other people, you like things more transitory. But the obstacle is, you're this way because of some heartbreak in the past, some ending of a relationship. And so now you have been distracted by the illusion of family life and the farm with, I'm just going to celebrate, which both are applicable, but one is not the same as the other. It seems you need group 4, some time alone to find your guiding light, to find a project that you need to work on. Now, the 3 of Swords here in the things that will help you overcome could be the same heartbreak. Instead of ignoring it and perceiving yourself as this lone wolf, really looking at what happened here and using that to bring forth whatever it is you want to bring into the world. The 2 of Wands is like, you've got the world in your hands, okay? You can do anything. You also can stop yourself from doing anything, but you can do it. But again, what I'm thinking is this Ace of Wands, where it's your self-perception, but holding you back, is you're not the free spirit you think you are. You're not the, I want to party and have everybody over and be the good host and be all playing the field. You're not. I don't do love readings, and every one of these has actually come out to be a relationship type thing. So whatever you're trying to bring in this moon cycle, if it's a relationship, fine. But relationships are getting in the way of you bringing what you want into the world, which this card, the Ace of Pentacles, is not a relationship. It's bringing something physical, not just money, but manifesting something real, bringing something real into the world. And you can do it. But I think you need to look into what hurt you. You need to face the fear. whatever hurt you. You need to face the fear so that it doesn't control you. You need to surrender. Holding opposites. Oh, I like that, holding opposites, because you can be a free spirit and a maverick and still have a family, have a relationship that is solid and stable and not crazy. They're not at cross purposes. But maybe what's holding you back is maybe some ideas of what you think your partner should be, what they should provide, what they should do. So group 4, those who want the appetite and unconditional love, which is funny, unconditional love, and I'm seeing heartbreak here, is you need to, sometime while you put these motions, maybe the actions you put into motion this cycle is non-motion. You need to sit and reflect. Look at why this heartbreak hurt so much. There's something to learn there. And once you figure out what it is to learn, I'm not saying that hurt will completely go away, but you can begin to heal once you understand and pull those swords out. Don't leave them there. Pull them out. Journal. In fact, here, like this, journal. It's got this journal here, so journal, write, know yourself. Because you're either going to not do what you intend to accomplish, or you're going to do nothing at all. In which case, your plans will never come to fruition if you don't take action. Because action, 2 of Wands, that's action. Take some action. You've got the world in your hands and you can go forth. Okay. That's it. That's what I got here. I hope you thoroughly enjoy this first quarter moon, and I will see you at the next moon phase. Bye.